First pitch coming your way next. All right, just about set to go. And our pitcher in this game, Jamison Taillon. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
The wind and the pitch. Tap foul at the plate.
Ball one.
See if he can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
The shortstop takes the ball. Today, a significant day in Major League Baseball. It is Lou Gehrig Day throughout the majors as we honor one of the greatest players in the history of the game. And as well, we raise awareness for ALS. That's the disease that claimed Lou Gehrig's life back on June 2nd, 1941. And that's a fair ball. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The throw in, and he's there with a leadoff double.
Gotta love the resiliency he showed in that at bat, battling with 2 strikes. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. And here is Sosa to the plate. Throw to second, save. When you think about the impact of Lou Gehrig on the world of sports, consider this. His number 4 was retired after he passed from ALS. It is the first number ever to be retired in all of professional sports. So effectively, the reason we have retired numbers is due to the fact that Lou Gehrig passed from ALS. Next offered in there for a strike. No balls, 2 strikes. Caballero leads off second with nobody out. Personally, Lou Gehrig Day means a ton to me. I lost a close friend to ALS in 2007, Tim Sheehy. And you're talking about a disease that is 100% fatal. And the average lifespan for people diagnosed with ALS is just between 2 and 5 years. Got him looking. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Number 44, the next to hit, takes ball 1. One of the other important pieces as far as raising awareness for ALS is that it is an area to raise money, not just for research, but also for patient care. The average out-of-pocket cost for somebody with ALS. Here's a drive out to right center. Way back there. Look out. Gone. And that should quiet this home crowd. His second of the year. Just like that, they move in front. It's 2-0.
A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of
it. Now here is Jose Ramos. In the air, right side of the infield. Naylor gets under it. Hauls it in for the out. 2 away now. Take a look at the lineup. One guy leading the way offensively for this club right now, Edmundo Sosa.
And Boog, he's their team leader in home runs, so you know the pitchers on that other side, man, they took a lot of time preparing for him in that pregame meeting. You know, he's got a lot of pop, and it's real pop. It's not fluky at all. He can absolutely change the outlook of a game very quickly, so watch out when he steps in.
Number 10 in the box now. No balls and a strike. That just misses. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at bat.
That one a little bit high, and it's 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And that's a strike. Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in. You're in game 1 of this 3-game set. Upstairs. 2 down, nobody on. The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4.
It's been a little bit of a shaky inning, but he's still in a good spot to get out of this thing without giving up any more runs. He's just got to turn the page and go after this next guy.
Yeah, the batter now, number 1. Top of the zone for a called strike. Swing and a pop-up. Lopez. And makes the grab. And that is that. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. It's now a 2-0 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Back here with my pal Singy, getting the nod on the mound, number 51. And Chris, he's a guy that gets better when things get tough.
Well, no doubt about it. He's going to have to put together some consistently good performances in order to bring that ERA down. Now, he's got good stuff. He's just got to be able to have confidence, trusted, and really go after hitters, not nibble. Trusted his stuff can have late life and miss barrels of bats.
Bottom first. And the batter now, Edouard Julien. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Lyle makes the grab. 1 away. All right, let's take a look at the lineup. A really frustrating showing for them in their last game. Lots of traffic on the bases, but they left a ton of runners on base. Couldn't cash in their chances, Chris.
They had plenty of chances. There's nobody to blame on but themselves offensively. They just did a poor job converting in those situations. You have to figure out what's your plan going to be. Maybe watch some tape from the last game. Make the adjustment. So if you get those opportunities in this one, you've got a much better chance of scoring some runs.
Josh Naylor, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Naylor checks his swing, appeal to third. Yes, he did. That's a swing. 1 down, base is empty. And now 1 and 2. In the air, center field. Sizing this one up. Out, number 2.
Batting third, the right fielder, Tyler.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's Tyler O'Neill. Ball 1 there. And a swing and a miss there.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1 is fouled off.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. So they make short work of them there. We go on to inning number 2. The Pandas have the lead, 2-0. And we're back.
Leading
Now
off
it's
for
the
Pawtucket,
DH,
the designated
number
hitter,
47.
Number 47.
Tayo back to work. Right through there for a strike. Fly ball down the line. O'Neill on his horse. And he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball. Waves at the bender for the strikeout.
It's a good breaking ball there, just off the corner where you can't really do much damage, but it's close enough to where you've got to protect, and he just couldn't find a way to fight it off.
Christian Bethancourt stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Naylor snags it, 2 down. Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Enrique Bradfield Jr.
He's been on fire at the dish lately, working on a 5-game hitting streak.
That one lifted to left. And that's the 3rd out. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the rookie DH, Tyler Black.
Black.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. And a swing and a miss. Eric Summersgill, our plate umpire.
One thing to watch out for, Boog, is what side of the plate Summersgill might be favoring. He usually sets up at an angle. Pitchers sometimes will try to figure that out early so they can attack that spot and get as many strike calls as possible.
What about an umpire's height? How much of a role does that play in your experience and what the strike zone is like?
Yeah, I think it pushes the strike zone up a little bit, which, you know, as a former hitter, you like that. You wanted the ball up. You didn't want to have to deal with stuff down in the zone consistently.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
And now it's Josh Naylor. Fly to center his first time. Ball one, no strikes. There's the strike. Next offering upstairs.
You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
Just off the outside part of the plate.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
That one out to right. Bradfield makes the grab. 2 down.
Now batting, the right fielder, Tyler.
Now it's the right fielder, Tyler O'Neill. Struck out swinging his first time. O'Neill working through some struggles lately.
Yeah, they say baseball is a game of failure, and that's true even for longtime major leaguers. Sometimes you'll have tough stretches just like this, but he's an experienced vet. He'll probably right the ship soon.
And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss. Chases the fastball up the ladder, struck him out. Ready now for the
Leading
5th inning. And here's the first baseman, Christian Bethencourt.
Bethencourt.
Tayo back to work. Check swing, and he went. And that is strike 1. Next offering misses down and away.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss. And it's 1-2.
Pretty impressive. We haven't seen that pitch from him much, but he's got a really good feel when he throws it.
That one misses. It's 2-2.
Count is 3-2.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
Man at first, and stepping in is the speedy Enrique Bradfield Jr. He's 0 for 1. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Bethencourt gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Next pitch is outside.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
Fought off foul. Fouls one off. 2-2. Misses the zone for a ball. That was the sweeper. Runner at first with no outs here. And that's Gets with the swing. It's a strikeout.
Well, he clearly didn't recognize that curveball out of the hand and tried to check the swing. Just went around too far, and you're hoping the umpire maybe missed it, and they bail you out.
So digging in, Jose Caballero. This is a guy who's in the lineup first and foremost because of what he contributes defensively, Chris. And when you talk about run around the move, swing and a miss. Throw to second. Ow! 2 outs, base is empty. Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time.
I was always told it's hard to take you off the field when you play really good defense, especially at a premier position, and that's what he does.
Pitch misses there. Now 1-2.
The hitting's going to come around. He's going to figure it out. But right now, his big asset is the way he plays the game on defense.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Looked like it was a little bit up.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Designated hitter, Tyler Black.
Foul ball there.
Well, these players just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. We're in the back half of the game, and they're still searching for a base runner. He's been great out there on the mound, no doubt, but it's also been a disappointing performance at the plate to this point. And as we get deeper, it's not going to get any easier. These at-bats are going to feel more and more desperate with every out the rest of the way.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. See ya! Strikes him out for the second time today. So up next,
Now batting,
Lopez.
the shortstop.
He's 0 for 1.
Lopez.
The shortstop takes the ball. Base is empty, 1 away. Last half of inning number 5. Next offering is down low. And a foul ball. Just missed.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
Fouls 1 away, and now 3-2. To the right side, Sosa tosses to first, and that quickly 2 away.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the
Now
ball
batting,
out of the
third
air,
baseman,
lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Next to hit, Abraham Toro. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. And that'll do it. Top of the 6th inning. Now the number 2 hitter, Edmundo Sosa. Well, in their win last game, this guy came up with 2 home runs, obviously trying to keep the roll going here in this one. Strike on the inside corner.
Well, made it so comfortable for his club to secure that win. Very fresh team today, and it doesn't have to be all on him, but the way he's been swinging it, I expect him to have another big one.
Ball.
Activity in the bullpen. Number 41 getting ready to go. Diaz also throwing. The 2-1. And there's a foul ball. And a curve is down and in. Ground ball right side, but that rolls foul. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
The batter, the catcher,
And now Alex Cora is out of the dugout, and he will make a move for the bullpen. That's all for Jamison Taillon, and he was a tough nut to crack. Pretty stingy from start to finish. Back with the new arm after a quick break.
Now pitching.
Number 41 taking over on the mound. He comes on for the 35th time this year. And here is number 44. And it was a homer back in the first inning that got his day started at the plate.
Yeah, Boog, a 2-run blast, and that swing will give him confidence the rest of the way.
Right through there for a strike.
Well, these guys putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. They really made that opposing starter work in this one. Ran his pitch count up, and now they've got an opportunity to continue making things difficult on the bullpen.
Check on the runner, and he's back in safely.
And no, they haven't broken through in a big way in the runs column, but with the way they're grinding out at bats, it definitely feels like there's potential for more coming.
On the ground, a short could be 2. There's one. Relay to first. Double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Jose Ramos. And a foul ball. Ramos, in his rookie season, 24 years old. What a run over the last 10 as he's hitting over 400 during that span. Swing and a miss and a changeup in the dirt. Catcher has it, fires to first. Got him. Inning over on the strikeout. 3 up, 3 down that time to the bottom of the 6th inning. The Pandas have the advantage, 2-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. And here's the catcher, Bo Naylor.
Well, these fans definitely want to get involved in the game. All it's going to take is to get the leadoff man or even a base runner on.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Alberto Maldonado up and throwing. Gonzalez getting cranked up as well. Hit on a line, and that's a base hit. And that ends the perfect game, Ben. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
Well, there goes the chance for a perfect game. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch you could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
There comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Number 51 gives way. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher.
Now pitching.
Humberto Mejia comes on now.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
Owen Casey, the next to hit. Casey having a really nice first season in the big leagues. Definitely a Rookie of the Year candidate. Oh, right to the backstop. Naylor into scoring position on the wild pitch, and there goes the double play possibility.
You know, sometimes it takes a reliever a little time to get comfortable with the mound out there, especially when they come in trying to be nasty with every pitch they throw. Not exactly what they were looking for when they called him in, though. We'll see if he can settle down.
Man at second. Very high with that one. And that's ball 2. And that one missing low. So definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it could be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He has it. We'll see how this at bat turns out.
Let's see if he gives him anything to hit here. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
Denzel Clark getting ready to hit. Clark having more success against left-handed pitching this season, as might be expected. And a sac bunt here. Off balance feed, there's one. How about that double play?
Oh man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Julian.
Edouard Julien now at the plate. 0 for 2 in this one. Trying to check his swing, appeal to third, and yes, he did. He went around. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed.
Threw it by him. A swing and a miss at the fastball to end the inning.
Now pitching.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Diaz.
And as relievers go, he's not a big strikeout guy. He tries to force weak contact, so command and execution are huge for him.
Now the third baseman.
Well, both sides equally as strong, so not a good time to try to turn him around with a relief pitcher and put him on the other side of the plate.
And that one fouled off. Line drive, and out number 1 on the ground.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Here's the center fielder.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Just missed. Base is empty, one away. Here in the top half of inning number 7.
With that fastball, even though it's high velocity, you've got to live on the outer edges. When it's right on a tee, right down the middle, professional hitters are not going to have a problem turning it around.
1 down. Next is the designated hitter. Late swing, foul to the left. Man at first, 1 away. Swing and a foul, out of play. Swing and a miss. Nice job behind the plate there.
But take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
So 2 down now, and here is Christian Bethancourt. And a curve misses outside. Ball 1. That one fouled off.
Two balls.
Squirts away a little bit. Just missed.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
The 3-1. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Now batting, right fielder Enrique Bradfield
First and second,
Jr.
2 outs. And now the right fielder, Enrique Bradfield Jr.
He's been really clutch with runners in scoring position this season, so they'll have to be extra careful in this matchup.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
There was a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
2 on, 2 outs. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. And that's the 3rd out. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
The first baseman, Chuck Naylor.
The wide to kick the pitch. That one finds the zone. It's 0-1.
Pitching has been pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful. Not working with too big a lead. They could get right back in this ball game if you're not careful.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
It might be time to choke up a little bit. Get that front foot down early. Maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
On the ground is short. In the hole. Jump throw. On the money. Nice play.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
So digging in, Tyler O'Neill, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. That catches the top part of the zone, and it's 0-1. One down, base is empty.
Nope. I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
And that is out of play. The next pitch misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Now one missed. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Lined, and that's a base hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Showed a lot of fight with 2 strikes in that AB. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Man at first with 1 gone. And now Tyler Black. First offering, and it just misses.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
And that one is in for a strike. Good pitch.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
And now 2 balls and a strike.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boo.
The tying run at the plate. Fastball for a strike.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
On the ground, a second, might be 2. There's 1. Double play. They can't seem to break through. Inning over.
Pitcher made the pitch, and his players made the play behind him. Nice job. 4-6-3, inning-ending double play.
Now pitching.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Eric Sarantola.
He doesn't get a lot of strikeouts compared to other relievers, so he relies on getting that soft contact and the defense doing work behind him. They'll have to be on their toes with him on the bump.
Now, Jose Caballero, 1 for 3.
Jose Caballero.
Headed towards the corner. And that's a foul ball. The changeup missing, and it's 1-1. Next offering is fouled back. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
And now here is Edmundo Sosa right through there for a strike. Double play ball to second. In plenty of time to first. First out in the top of the 8th.
The batter, the catcher, Leonardo Bernal.
And now the catcher comes up to him. He's already homered here in this one. And that's outside. Ball 1. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Number 25 appears to be getting loose.
Ball 2.
One out and a runner at second, and we're in the top of the 8th. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. Now a long throw home. It's off the mark, and he scores. It's 3-0.
Everything came together for him. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
And now it's going to be Jose Ramos. 0 for 3 in this one.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2. Get out of this.
Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball. And there's the ball.
That's a ball. 1-1.
Line drive, base hit. Lead runner holds at second base. First and second with 1 down.
Now batting, number 10.
First and second, 1 out. Here's the third baseman. Fought off foul. Runners at first and second with 1 gone. Next pitch is downstairs. That's a little bit low.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
2 on, 1 out. Just missed.
When the skipper calls down to the bullpen, he's expecting the guy to come in and get outs. So far, not getting what he was hoping for.
And they're all loaded up.
Oh, this is their chance to break it open. If they don't end up winning this ball game, they're going to look back at this opportunity right here and have some regret.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Eric Sarantola will depart. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute.
Now pitching.
Number 25
Nova
takes over on the mound.
And something to be aware of, the long ball has been a little bit of a problem for him this year.
And now the center fielder. Just off the inside edge.
Well, this is a critical spot for both the pitcher and the hitter. You can learn a lot about a guy by how he handles these pressure situations.
That one the other way. Fair ball. 1 run is in. 2 runs are in. Coming home. The relay throw. Not in time. He's safe at the plate. And it's now a 6-run lead.
How about that? Clears the bases. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
One out, runner at second. And next is the designated hitter. First pitch misses. And another ball. 1 out and a runner at second. high fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. The count 2-1. Out to short, Lopez. Tosses across to first. 2 gone.
Now batting, the first baseman, Christian Bethencourt.
So up next, Christian Bethencourt. He's been a great free agent sign. First offering misses badly for ball 1. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Misses off the plate. Down 2-0.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0. He's put himself in a really good spot.
Man on second, 2 down. There's a strike.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
That one fouled off. 2-2. Runner at second, 2 down. This to third, Toro. Zips it across. That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring. So 4 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a runner left. 8th coming up. The Pandas out front, 6-0. Back here in a blowout, which gives us a chance to talk about just about anything.
Bro, don't get me fired.
Singy, where do you stand on the wave?
Well, the wave of star players in MLB or the wave around this ballpark?
The wave around the ballpark.
I think it's a little outdated. I'm more of a Thundersticks guy.
And that's not outdated? The other component is you get less viewings of a specific pitcher. So your ability to go to school on one guy, you maybe get 2 looks at him and then he's gone.
Yeah, and I mean, these guys utilize the iPads and try to see previous footage of that pitcher, but it's just not the same as having an actual look.
1-2 now. Cut on and lifted in the air. Bradfield on the move. Squeezes it. And there's 1 down.
Now batting, the third baseman, Abraham.
So digging in, Abraham Toro. And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Right through there for a strike.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good time for something off speed away.
On the ground right side, and that's just foul. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. The high heat, too much on that one.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. Received more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Bo Naylor at the plate now. His home and away splits there. That one finds the zone. 0-1.
0-1.
2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. That's to third. And that is the inning. just about set to go. And our pitcher in this game, Jameson Taillon. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, what quickly stands out to me for this guy is that he comes in with a 3-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio on the season. So when you consider consistency, the ability to get swings and misses, and to limit base runners, that's critical in winning games today, especially when teams are depending on the big swing, the home run, to win ball games.
The shortstop takes a ball.
I don't like to say he wasted a pitch. I think that was a purpose pitch. Change the eye level, have him look up. Now go back exactly where you want to go.
Next offering way off the plate. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Line drive. Okay, let's check out the lineup. We could be in for a power showcase today with the wind blowing out. A lot of lift and separate, Chris.
Well, we know hitters are in this era definitely trying to hit the ball in the air regardless of the conditions, but I think even a little more so there's margin for error if you can get the ball up in the air. So, you know, you'll see at times, I'm sure, with 2 strikes, what looks like a half swing that can get out of the ballpark with a hitter who's got decent pop.
Edmundo Sosa at the plate now. That's ball 1. Next offering is fouled back. He swings and fouls one off. One down, base is empty. That's to third, and he can't come up with it. Still finds a way to get off a throw and save. Couldn't recover from the misplay.
Well, it looked like a pretty routine play. Just couldn't get it to stick in the glove as he gets tagged with the error. Should have been 2 outs in the inning, but now they have to work around it and get 2 more.
Runner on at first with 1 gone. And here's the rookie catcher. Misses off the plate. And that's ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
Taillon with the move to first. And he's back in on a dive. Man at first, 1 away. That misses off the outside edge. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
Ball 3.
I think it's very important to establish the inside part of the plate early. It sets the tone for the rest of the game.
Three-1 now. Hit in the air, left field. Clark snags it for the second out.
Batting fourth, the left fielder, number 31, Jose Ramos.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Jose Ramos. 0 for 6 in the series so far. On its way to the corner. And that lands in no man's land, a foul ball.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Kicks and deals. Hit weakly on the ground. Fires across the diamond. Out number 3. We'll go to the bottom of the first. 0-0. Back here with my pal Siggy. And starting this one, number 51. Singy, he's kind of a road warrior, yeah?
I definitely say so. You know, some guys shrink a little bit on the road. They're so used to just, you know, having the comforts of being at home and having the fans behind them. But this guy seems to thrive in adversity and being in some hostile environment. So when you have a player like this on your team that goes out there and competes, you definitely like your chances away from your home ballpark.
And a foul ball. And the 0-1. Up the middle, and that one handled. The throw to first. Out on a bang-bang play, but he made it close. And let's take a look at the lineup.
Naylor.
Here's Josh Naylor. Naylor matched a homer in his last game. Just missed.
1-0.
And that one in the air, center field, under it. And there are 2 down.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
Batting third, the right fielder,
2 outs, base is empty. Now it's the veteran outfielder, Tyler O'Neill. There's a strike. Two outs, base is empty. Going 2 now. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. 2 down, nobody on. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. That one outside. 1-2 to count.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
Got him. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. End of 1, and we're still scoreless. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the veteran third baseman, number 10. Tayo back to work. That's off the mark, and it's 1-0. Just missed. Joe McDonald, our umpire behind the dish.
Yeah, Boog, Joey Mack. Sometimes a little tough to figure out. We may see some hitters and pitchers asking him where a pitch was here or there, but most of the time he keeps it reasonable.
Next offering in there for a strike. Now 2 balls and a strike.
Well, it looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
Fouls one off. 2-2. On the ground, right side. Julian whips it to first.
He's out.
And quickly one away in the second.
Batting 6, the center fielder, number 1.
And here's the rookie center fielder. Locked in right now. He's 5 for 7 in the series. In there for strike 1.
First pitch strike right there for him. He's going to have to do that consistently if he's going to give any length to his skipper.
Swings and misses. Went with the sweeper.
0-2.
Struck him out looking.
Oh, just excellent location on that inside fastball. Really locked him up. And as a hitter, it's not typically what you're looking for. You're trying to protect away and then in, so you can be a little bit tardy with 2 strikes. Hard to tell if he was fooled or if he thought it would be called a ball, but either way, that's a really nice pitch.
2 down, bases empty. Now it's the DH. Lined into left center, and that should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Loud contact, leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
And now the first baseman, Christian Bethancourt.
I'm liking what I've seen from him at the dish lately. Can make it a 5-game hitting.
Oh, this one high and deep. Way back there. Out of here. He flexes his power with that swing. His second homer of this series. And they jump ahead in the second. It's 2-0. He only needed 1 swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient, waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
So 2 away with nobody on. Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Enrique Bradfield Jr. And takes low for ball 1. Fastball is outside.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
This one popped up. Toro under it. And that is that. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. And it's 2-zip. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. We head to the bottom of the second. Now it's going to be Tyler Black.
Tyler Black.
Check swing. He held up. And that is ball 1. That one missed. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Goes down looking. Now here is Otto Lopez. This one lifted in the air, left field. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. 2 down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Gets under it and pops it up. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. After 2, it's a 2-0 ball game. Welcome back.
Leading
Let's
off
take a look
for
at how the
Kentucky,
series has played out so far.
Jose Caballero.
This one popped up right side. Julian hauls it in, and there's one away.
Now batting, second baseman Edmundo Sosa.
Edmundo Sosa digs in now. He's 0 for 1. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there's certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit, or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
Lifted in the air, right field. O'Neill under it. He's got it. 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting, catcher Leonardo
2 outs, base is empty.
Bernal.
Here's the catcher. Fly to left his first time. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck left field. That one carrying. Forget it. He made him pay for that one. His second of the year, and they add to their lead. It's 3-0.
Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
Jose Ramos, the next to hit. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. High fly ball, right field. O'Neill corrals it, and that'll do it. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. It's now 3-0. It's Major League Baseball on the show. And we're back, set for the bottom of the third. And here's the catcher, Bo Naylor.
Naylor.
And that one fouled off. Next offering is downstairs. Right through there for a strike. Ground ball up the middle. Now the throw to first on the run. In time. Got him.
Well, a well-thrown slider like that one can be tough to get in the air. Good downward break on that one.
Casey.
Here's the center fielder, Owen Casey. Casey getting the start in center in the 8th spot in today's lineup, and he was born in Canada. Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Brings it in, and there's 2 away.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
2 down, base is empty. Now the left fielder, Denzel Clark. There's a strike. Pulls that one foul. Missed
No,
with a
that's a
changeup.
ball.
Now 1-2.
Excellent arm action on that two-strike changeup. Just missed. Man, he wanted that call.
In the air, left side, Ramos. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. Number 25 gets handed the rock out of the pen.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Now the third baseman grounded out his first time up.
Number 10.
That's too low, and that's ball 1. Action in the pen down there. Eric Sarantola preparing to come on if needed. Number 41 getting loose as well. And there's a foul ball. Ball to strike. The pitch. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Now batting, number 1.
And now the center fielder. Runner on the go. Swing and a miss. The throw, tag, and he's out.
Well, this is a real momentum killer after the leadoff single. Tried to steal second base on the first pitch. Defense was all over it. Nicely done from behind the plate with the catch and throw. Get a quick tag before he reaches the base.
One down, base is empty. And down on strikes he goes. And now 2 gone.
Now batting, number 47.
And now the DH. 1 for 1 with a double and a run scored. That catches the zone for a strike. 0-1. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. That one way outside. And 1-1. Swung on, belted. That one's carrying. And out of here. His 11th of the year, and they tack one on the board. It's 4-0. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
So 2 down. Christian Bethancourt getting ready to hit. That one's in there. Strike 1.
No balls. 1 strike.
Hit softly on the ground to third. To first. Third out. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. It's now a 4-0 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Edward Julian.
And the first offering a fastball for a strike.
You know, this group of hitters just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Over to first. Leadoff hitter retired in the fourth. Josh Naylor will hit next. Sliced hard, but foul down the left side. 1 out, bases empty. That one finds the zone. That's strike 2. Chases in the dirt, slider there. Gets to it, on to first. Gets the out, 2 down after the strikeout.
Oh, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
O'Neill.
Two outs, bases empty. Tyler O'Neill now at the plate. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. And it's 0-1. Fastball for a strike.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. That one inside, and it's 1-2. And misses inside.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Out to short, Caballero on the run, throw to first. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
With 2 outs, you just want to find a way to keep the line moving for the next guy. So an infield single right there does the job. Nicely done, just putting it in play and getting down to first to keep this inning alive. You never know what might come next as a result.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Number 51 done for the afternoon, and a nice effort out of him, no doubt. New arm coming on. We'll be back for that in a moment.
Pitching.
Number 22 will take over here.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year, so the defense should be active.
Runner at first with 2 away. Next is the designated hitter, Tyler Black. And that's off the inside edge. Ball 1. And that one off the outside edge.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
There's the strike, 95 of that one. Movement in the bullpen. Humberto Mejia, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Garcia warming up as well. O'Neill off of first with 2 away. Off the mark there, and that's ball 3. Now a check swing on 3-1. Appeal to third. No swing. That's ball 4. He walked him.
Nah, what he wanted to do there, it keeps this inning alive and gives this offense a good chance to cut into their deficit.
Here's the shortstop at the plate. Otto Lopez. Fly to left his first time. Right through there for a strike.
No ball. 1 strike.
Check swing, and he went 0-2 now.
0-2.
just misses with that one.
His understanding of the strike zone, very impressive. That was a very close 0-2 fastball. I just don't know how you take that.
Swing and a bouncer. And that is the inning. 2 left on. We're headed to the 5th. The Pandas out front here, 4-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. And stepping in is the speedy Enrique Bradfield Jr. Just missed.
Well, these players really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
And that's in for a strike. Now this is in the air down the line. O'Neill on his horse. Nice grab on the run. And there's one down.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
High fly ball down the left field line. Way back there. And it gets into the corner, but it's foul. Out to center. Casey settles underneath it. That's out number 2.
Now batting, the second baseman, Edmundo Sosa.
Now it's the second baseman, Edmundo Sosa. 0 for 2 in this one.
Well, no base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seems to help. Never helped me.
1 ball, 1 strike.
2 outs. Right down to shoot. 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And they'll do it again.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Outside. And it remains 2 and 2. Good eye in that spot.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
Outside, and that is ball 4. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at bat.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
And it's fouled away. The 0-1. That one in there across the letters. It's through for a hit. And now first and second with 2 outs.
Now batting, the left fielder, Jose Ramos.
So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Jose Ramos. And that's in for a strike. 0-1. Swings here and drives one well left field, way back, and you can forget it. A 3-run dinger. And they tack on to their lead. It's 7-0. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish.
Comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Number 25 won't go any further, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break.
Now pitching.
Number 41 on the pitch out of the pen here.
Big swing and miss stuff right here, Boog. Averaging more than 1 strikeout per inning this season. So far, he's been pretty electric.
2 outs, nobody on. Here's the third baseman. Yeah, that's fouled off. Next offering is down low.
1-1.
2 gone, bases empty, but 3 runs across, and we're at the top of the 5th. That one finds the zone. 1-2. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And that should be extra bases. And that's going to roll to the wall. And that's a 2-out double.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way.
#1.
Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Man at second here with 2 away. Here's the center fielder. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. It's their 2nd home run of the inning. It's 9-0. And their 5th home run of the game.
Some things in this sport are contagious, Boog, and right now for this team, clearly it's the long ball. Well, you can see he was out front just a little bit. Maybe didn't recognize the changeup earlier, but he got the bat head to it, hooked it down the line, and was able to keep it fair for a long home run. Really impressive.
Number 47 in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Plenty of offense in this one, Singy. I guess you'd say kind of what we expected, though.
Well, this was a game, looking at the pitching matchup, where you expected offense to score, and not as lopsided as this. But, yeah, you definitely expected to see some offense coming up.
This one smoked. Could be trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second. The throw in. Pulls in with a double. 3rd hit for him today.
He has had such a good day today. I don't think he's going to want to leave when it's over.
Couple of doubles today for the DH. Man in scoring position with 2 away. Christian Bethancourt digs in now. He's already homered in this game. And it goes just foul. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Arroyo around 3rd. He will score. It's an RBI single. It's 10-0.
Well done. Drives in the run. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch. Just shot it through the infield.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Number 41 out of the game. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound.
Now pitching.
They hand the ball over to a new arm, Eric Sarantola. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. Two outs, runner at first. And now Enrique Bradfield Jr. Line drive, base hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Wastes no time there. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
And now Jose Caballero just off the outside edge. 1-0. Bethencourt at second. Bradfield at first. 2 out of the inning. Could be extra bases. Coming home. 1 run across. Coming home. The relay. He's safe as he gets his hand in. And they extend their lead.
Now batting, the second baseman, Edmundo
So
Sosa.
man aboard. Here's the second baseman, Edmundo Sosa. Right through there for a strike. Misses inside, and the count is 1-1. On the ground to third. Sends it across to first. That's the 3rd out. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. And we're back. John Shambi with my buddy Chris Singleton. And set to get us started. Bottom 5, Abraham Toro. There's a strike.
Well, these guys, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
Next pitch is outside. Swinging a foul straight back. And a ball evens the count. This one smashed down the right field line. That's a fair ball, and it's getting into the corner. Cut off, throw to second. Not in time. That's a leadoff double. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Bo Naylor. Grounded out to short in his first trip. And that's in there for strike 1.
0-1.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Last half of inning number 5. And now the count is even. On the inside corner for a strike.
What's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
2 strikes.
Way inside, gets out of the way. Runner at second, nobody out. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Pretty well struck. That's back. And that ball is gone. His 7th home run of the season. It's 12-2.
He hasn't been at his best at the plate these last few games, so this could end up being an important home run for him. Maybe it's a sign of more to come. Man, he just barely got that one out of here, and you've got to love the effort in left to try and bring it back. He had a good shot at it, just couldn't quite pull it off. It would have been a stunner if he did.
And now the center fielder, Owen Casey. And first pitch fastball is in for a strike. And that one sliced foul. The 0-2. Strike 3. Got him looking on the changeup. So up next,
Now
Denzel
batting,
Clark.
the left fielder, Denzel Clark.
Ripped on the ground to second. Throws to first in time. And he's out.
Now batting, second baseman, Edward.
Back to the top of the
Julien.
lineup. Now it's the second baseman, Edouard Julien. Has grounded out a couple of times. Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball.
Looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, you want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark. If you're a little late, opposite field knock.
And ball 1. Next offering is outside. And that one missing low.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
And that's ball 4. My partner, known for being a touch fantastic. All right, you walked 130 times.
Oh my goodness!
In your career.
I can't even believe. I can't. I win.
130
when did that
times.
happen?
Yeah.
I don't even, seriously, I don't believe that.
Foul ball. Julien off of first with 2 away. And that's a little bit high. That misses, and it's 2-1. Swing and a ball ripped right field, and that one back, and that one is gone. He shoots one out to right. Second home run of the inning for him, and they throw a pair on the board. It's 12-4. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spent on some other pitches in this at-bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Number 22 gives way, and as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back. Humberto Mejia gets the call from the pen.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so He should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
Base is empty with 2 away. Here's Tyler O'Neill. And first offering is fouled off. Ball one there. And a foul ball. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. 5 innings complete. You're dialed into the show. Back at the ballpark. And in this series, it has been ugly on the mound as we look at the numbers. Sarantola back to work and fires in a fastball at 95.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
He goes down looking.
The left fielder, number
Here's the left fielder, Jose
Ramos.
He's already homered here in this one. Ramos, 24 years old, usually in center field, but today starting in left. Inside, ball one.
One thing I always felt if I played left field instead of center field was that the ball gets out there to you pretty quick, and the most important play is that ball down the left field line, getting to it, cutting it off, making a strong throw to keep that single instead of turning it into a double.
One down, base is empty. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. Liner snagged at first.
The batter, number 10.
Now the third baseman. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike one.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
On the ground to the left, and foul ball. 2 down, nobody on, and that just misses.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Down the line, and a foul ball. 2 outs. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And that one hit to first. The flip to the pitcher cover, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. This one isn't exactly close, Chris. Let's go off script for a moment.
I'm game.
Were we on script?
Never.
All right, Singy, when you played, how much of a fashionista were you? Would you come to the ballpark dressed to the nines?
No, I wouldn't. Even on the road trips, I was, pretty average. There were some guys that would dial it up, and there'd be some outfits where you're kind of double taking and saying, where in the world are you going? But overall, I'd say I kept it low key.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. Bradfield makes the grab. One down.
Now batting, shortstop, Otto.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Otto Lopez. And that's in for a strike. Base is empty, one away here in the bottom of the sixth. Fly ball down the line, and that's a foul ball. Going to count 1-2. And that skips into dirt. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, that was a really good job setting him up right there.
Now
Pitcher and catcher working together to finish him off with a fastball. And even though the location probably wasn't what he wanted, the sequence is what got the job done. Clearly late with the swing after seeing the off-speed stuff on the pitch before.
Fought off foul. Late swing, foul to the left. And that one is lifted in the air. Bradfield sizes this one up, makes the grab. That is the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. Leading off, number one.
Number one.
Fastball in for a strike, 0-1. And that one just missed off the outside edge. And that one misses up and in. And a count 2-1. That's through there for a strike.
One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
Just missing there. And that's ball 3. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
And next is the designated hitter, 3 for 3 with a homer and 2 doubles. And the pitch is outside, ball 1.
1-0.
Check swing, and he went. And it's 1-1.
1 strike.
Just missed. On the ground, right side. And he handles it himself for the out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Christian Bethencourt.
So 2 down now, and here is Christian Bethencourt. And that is in for a strike. It's 0-1.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first two pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
The catcher, Bo Naylor.
Just missed.
1 ball, no strike.
2 balls, no strikes, the count. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike.
In this situation, you expect the batters to be a little more patient, possibly take until they get a strike. With that, you don't want to miss your opportunity to get ahead early in the count. He didn't right there.
On the ground at first. Tosses to the pitcher, covering the bag. And they get
Now
the leadoff hitter in the
center
seventh.
fielder, Owen Casey.
Now at the plate, Owen Casey. And that is downstairs. And that is ball 1. And that clips the inside corner. Chopped out in front of the plate. Fires over to first.
He's out.
2 up, 2 down.
Now batting, the left fielder, Denzel.
2 down, base is empty. Now a chance for Denzel Clark. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. That's inside. Out to short. Caballero whips it to first on the run. Got him. A beautiful play to end the inning. And we're back. And now the right fielder, Enrique Bradfield Jr.
Enrique Bradfield Jr.
Swing and a miss as he was out front.
0-1.
That one's in there. And the count is 0-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Got him swinging.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
Now
Jose Caballero getting ready to hit.
Caballero.
Right through there for a strike. And that's a little high. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. Dives drives, and he can't hang on. The throw comes in too late. He's in safely, and now there's a runner at first. One gone, runner at first. Edmundo Sosa will hit next. 0 for 3 in this one. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Casey right there to make the grab, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, catcher Leonardo Bernal.
So a man aboard, and now the switch hitting catcher. And first offering is fouled off. Caballero, the runner at first with 2 gone. And the next pitch is way outside. Just missed.
No. 2 balls, 1 strike.
And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. Three-two now.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Pretty good spot on the outside, but just couldn't quite clip the zone. That's a stone-cold take.
Now batting, left fielder Jose.
So first and second with 2 outs. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Jose Ramos. And that's in for a strike. First and second, 2 down. The 0-1 is outside, and it's a ball and a strike. And that's outside.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Two on, 2 outs. Heading down the line. And that will drop foul. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. 2 on, 2 outs. Battling here as he fouls it away. Well struck right field. That's back there. Makes the catch on the edge of the track. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 are left. Last half of the 8th coming up. The Pandas lead it 12-4. Bottom of the 8th, digging in, Edouard Julien. And there's a ball. Activity in the bullpen. Miguel Gomez, the rookie right-hander, is getting loose. Garcia also getting ready. Hard hit left side. Tosses to first. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th.
The first baseman, number 22, Josh.
And here's the first baseman, Josh Naylor. That's in there. Strike 1.
Two-seam fastball has been very consistent. He's been able to throw it to both sides of the plate and some really good arm side run.
And that's through there for a strike. And the count is 0-2.
2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. That K is his third of the game.
Man, he got a real good pitch to hit right there with 2 strikes. You cannot miss that. Not a great slider at all. And I tell you what, that's where you've got to do damage. He looked like he was on time getting the bat through the zone, but he just caught air.
O'Neill in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Now, this guy is just filling up the strike zone right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch.
That one off the mark, and the count even 1-1. There's a strike.
That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing plane.
That one is upstairs. Ripped in the air, left field, and a touchdown for a base hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
He went up there and got it with 2 strikes. I'm not going to leave this in the umpire's hands. I'm going to be aggressive. It was in a location where you could get those arms extended that he loves to do. So nice job right there, coming back in that at bat.
Tyler Black now at the plate. Now a fly ball to right center. Reaches, but can't make the grab. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 out with 2 outs.
Shortstop, Otto.
Stepping in, Otto Lopez. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. That one finds the zone. Strike 1. First and second, 2 down. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Ramos makes the play, and that's the inning. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Diaz.
Now
and with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Number 10.
Here's the third baseman. Off the plate, and that's ball 1. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. A left-hander appears to be getting ready. The 1-0. Swing and a foul out of play. A little bit low. 2-1.
2-1.
Fastball in the inside corner for a strike. And it remains 2-2. Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out.
Well, I don't think there's a hitter alive that hasn't at some point succumbed to that pitch right there. It just looks like it's in the zone the entire way, and then the top spin and gravity take over in the blink of an eye, and it's just such a tough pitch to lay off of.
Number 1, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Gets the outside corner with that one. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter, and I'm so glad I'm retired.
Number 47 stands in now and watches strike 1. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the 9th. Just missed.
Ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Next offering is fouled back.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Way inside. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Ground ball right side, and that's just foul. Swinging a foul ball at the plate. They'll do it again. Sets him down looking, and he strikes out the side in the ninth. And welcome back to the ballpark. We head to the bottom of the ninth, and now it's switch hitting third baseman Abraham Toro. Mejia back to work. There's the strike at the knees. Strike 2.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
Ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Fastball is outside. In the air, right field, Bradfield. And there's one away.
Now batting, the catcher.
Here's the catcher, Bo Naylor. And Chris, his big strength is defense, but it is interesting. In today's world of baseball, compared to when you played, a good defensive catcher is considered differently.
Whatever you get offensively is a bonus, but he's got to put the fingers down. He's got to present pitches to the umpire. They're going to help his pitcher get more strikes.
Hit hard, but foul off to the left. I think the other component is putting down the finger that the pitcher wants to throw and being on the same page, and that's something that this guy does really well. Gets in sync with his pitchers. Ramos hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, the center fielder, Owen.
So it's their last chance in this one. Owen Casey, the next to hit.
Well, they've kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come, but you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against him. It's just been an impressive outing so far. Continues to pound the zone pitch after pitch, and he's been able to stay down. That's what's been key.
And that's downstairs. 1-1. Swinging a foul straight back. Mejia is just 1 strike away. Right back to him on the mound. On to first, ball game.
After a couple of times through the order, this team really figured it out with the bats. A huge 5th inning, and that was all they really needed to get this victory today. Really nice job to pick up the W today.
12-4 is the way this one finishes. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.